The store underwent renovations in 2020 and continues to support the island with dedication and care. Do you guys realize that Foodtown Iris employs more than 100 people on the island? That is absolutely phenomenal. They're one of our biggest employees. Round of applause for Foodtown. So let's take a look at a short video that highlights the contributions of Foodtown. Please.
The biggest thing that I would say about our Foodtown is we've always been there. Foodtown is open 365 days a year. If there's a blizzard, if there's a major storm, we're always there for the community to make sure that the families will have food. So that is a big part of our company. We believe in being there for our customers. We're always looking out for the best of our community. We hire from within Roosevelt Island. We really try to help the people that live there. So I think we play a huge role being there helping our Roosevelt Island community. We have really developed a store with a diverse variety for many different ethnic groups, which has helped with a lot of different areas, different beliefs, and I think that plays a big role. We've opened up, made more space in the store for ease of shopping. We lowered the prices in the store. We're always looking to help the community. And every year we do a turkey drive. Just last year, our company donated over 10,000 turkeys to the community. So we're always looking to help people that need something on their table. Every time that we can find a way to help, we're there and making sure, especially our store manager. We have 28 stores, all in Manhattan and one in Brooklyn. Roosevelt Island is very close to the heart. That's a very important store to us. It's a big part of our company, and we want to make sure that we continue to work in that area and continue to have our store there. So Roosevelt Island, we're there for you.
Okay, at this time, if we could have Kevin Jordan come up with Skip Hartman and Brian Weisberg.
We're always there for it. Anything we can do for the community, we always try. Thank you.
Okay, our second honoree tonight is Nancy Brown. I think most of you know Nancy. I know Nancy because she's been my neighbor for 25 years. She never gets older. I don't know how she does that. Nancy is one of the kindest people I've ever met in my life. Her advocacy for the disabled has transformed Roosevelt Island, and her efforts, including championing the FDR Hope Memorial, have had a lasting impact on countless lives. Now we have a video that will tell you more about her remarkable contributions. Please, the video.
Community activities Roosevelt Island Disabled Association. I became a member at the same time Virginia asked me to run for vice president at the next election. I was elected vice president and began working with Virginia, planning activities and trips for our members on the island. Working with Rita gives me a real feeling of the country. I finally feel like I'm doing something for the disabled community. I help enable them to experience things outside the island. We go to museums, music concerts, baseball games, etc. TRIBA also sponsors many holiday-oriented events for their members to enjoy, like Thanksgiving dinner with all the trimmings for people that don't have families or their relatives who live far away. On 4th of July, we attend the fireworks on the island. We also host a Hawaiian luau where members dress as Hawaiian dancers and perform the hula. In addition, TRIBA provides help by lending medical equipment to our members and others in the community as needed.
Well, I guess the mantra of the Disabled Association is just enabled, not disabled, and Nancy is like a perfect person to show that.
Nancy, to me, epitomizes what this community is all about. Nancy is the person who will go to the meetings and say, hey, down on this corner, over here, you can't get from this side of the street to the other side of the street, so you have to go look at that. She's a go-to person for pretty much anything.
She's very visible within the community, whether it be inside, at our pantry, at our events, at our flea markets, or just going down the street sitting in the sun. That's something she loves to do, is sitting in the sun.
If there's an inch of sunshine, Nancy will find it, and she will just be sitting there basking in the sun and just saying hello to everybody that goes by, and everybody knows Nancy. So she's just a great individual to know.
It means a lot when you're recognized by your community. And Nancy's been here a long time. Like, I've been here 47 years. I guess Nancy's been here 48 years, because she was here to get me forever.
She is determined to live life the way she wants to live it. She will not let anything stop her. She's just adorable. I love Nancy.
I'm very thankful that my home attendants, my family, and my friends all feel the same way as I do. So we go to a lot of interesting places and do a lot of fun things together. I want to thank TRIBA for everything that I was able to do with them and through them. The accomplishments that I made, the places that I visited, the events that I attended, the wonderful and caring people that I met. I am living proof that no matter the disability, one can still live a happy and fulfilling life.
Nancy, we love you so much. You said you were nervous before the show. You can't be nervous with so much love. To introduce you formally, please welcome Margie Smith.
Hi, everybody. It's a tough act to follow. We just saw a short video about Nancy. It doesn't begin to touch the surface of the wonderful person which she is. And talking about the sunshine, people say that a robin is the first sign of spring. Not for me. Nancy Brown, sitting by the bell, over by a river cross, that's the first sign of spring. Nancy's presence on Main Street, it's everything. Nancy's been a constant advocate for the disabled for many years. She was vice president of the Disabled Association, like forever. She works tirelessly at the food pantry on the island, and she's the chairperson of Concepts of Independence, which you wanted me to mention. Okay? It's an organization whose mission is to advocate for those who need high-level home care services and people who are not independently self-directed, like children, elderly who require the assistance of a home attendant. Nancy has always championed the importance of home attendants who make independent living possible for so many people. I've had the privilege of knowing Nancy for over 30 years, and we worked on many projects, but the one I remember most is the FDR Hope Memorial.
Yes.
Yeah. Back in the early 2000s, when Four Freedoms Park was being built, the design called for just a bust of FDR, nothing showing him as a person with disabilities. And the Disabled Association, led by people like Nancy, knew that this was a missed opportunity. FDR's disability is a powerful symbol of strength, and they wanted the world to see that. So a few of us got together, worked on building another memorial very nearby with a sculpture of FDR in his wheelchair, reaching out to a little girl on crutches. I worked side by side with Nancy on that project for a decade. That's how long it took.
With Jim Bates.
And today it stands proudly in South Point Park, just south of Four Freedoms Park. So FDR is a national example of what disabled people can accomplish. Nancy is our more local example. And in my humble opinion, FDR was okay, but he was no Nancy Brown, okay? And that's why it's such an honor to be part of this night presenting this well-deserved and long overdue award to our friend and neighbor, Nancy Brown.
Jesse? Nancy, would you like to say a few words?
She made me promise she wouldn't have to speak if she
Overwhelmed, huh?
change your mind, huh? Okay.
Okay, so we have an award for you. Can you guys...
This is an important photo op.
Thank you so much, Nancy. Our final honoree this evening is Dr. Sonal Bhatia. A longtime resident of Roosevelt Island, Sonal's work in healthcare has touched the lives of patients around the world. Her passion for healthcare equity and innovation is an inspiration to us all. Let's take a look at her incredible story.
My name is Sonal, and I've been a resident of Roosevelt Island for 18 years. Roosevelt Island is very special to me because of the sense of community, and it's something very unique that has been formed on this island and continues to be formed. I actually grew up in Mexico City, and I lived there for 14 years, and it was a very homogeneous world. So when I landed in Roosevelt Island, I was like, wow, all these people, different colors, different shapes, but really with the same heart. And the heart is to help each other. You just have to go to the market on Saturdays and witness how everyone comes together, not just to buy fruits and vegetables, but to actually interact. I started in a company called Klein Davidson Mann when I moved to Roosevelt Island. But a couple of years later, thinking about patients that need medical treatment as a physician, I ultimately went to a company called Pfizer because they were actually making breakthrough medicines. And I loved the idea of bringing more opportunities for patients who didn't have access.
What Sonal has accomplished in the last 10 years is just amazing. She built a whole organization focused on what's called rare disease. And she built the organization with an amazing team, and she has had a significant impact on patient care. She's brought medicines that improve not just the quality of life, but even mortality and morbidity. So she's had a significant impact in rare disease area.
And she just make you feel special, and she always pay attention to what are you talking about. So she's not just the boss, she's a human that really, really take care of everyone. She's like the sister with from another family. She's that person that I need in my life. She's a great person.
I feel so honored and privileged to be getting this Merit Award. I truly believe that everything I do for the people on Roosevelt Island comes deep from my heart and soul. It's never about a job, it's just about doing what's right for people, and I'm really, really grateful to everyone that has recognized me.
Okay, to present the award, the third award is Suha Hamid. If you could come up, please.
Can you hear me? Wonderful. Well, I am so delighted to be here to present the award to my very, very good friend, Sonal. I'm truly honored. So, Sonal and I crossed paths more than 10 years ago. I was working at Bristol Myers Squibb and Sonal at Pfizer. The moment I met Sonal, I knew that she was really, really special. We just connected so well. And she was so special, not just because she was brilliant at what she was as a medical professional, but she is one of the kindest people you'll ever meet. We were a team of about 20 people launching a brand in cardiology. And there was not a single person on that team who did not love Sonal deeply and loved working with her. But Sonal's legacy, if you fast forward the last 10 years, has been what she accomplished at Pfizer. Sonal built a whole department around rare disease. For those of you who don't know what rare disease is, basically diseases that occur in a few thousand patients. And it's often neglected. Companies don't spend a lot of money on it because they may perceive it as not profitable. But Sonal built a whole department of 200 people to launch breakthrough medicines in rare disease. She brought medicines to patients with hemophilia, rare cardiac disease, sickle cell anemia. She truly is responsible for helping tens of thousands of patients with these fatal disease live better and even live longer. Not many people can say that they've had such an impact on other people's lives. But Sonal is more than a successful business person in the field of medicine. She is a great mother to two kids, Nico and Isabella. Isabella is 15 and Nico is 13. And they absolutely adore her and worship her. And I know that because every time I have dinner with Sonal, the texts are beeping from her kids. And she's also, on a personal note, she's a great friend to me. A few weeks ago, we celebrated a milestone birthday for Sonal. It was her 25th birthday. And it was organized by her two kids, by Isabel and Nico. And it was actually held in Roosevelt Island. It was actually my first time coming to Roosevelt Island, on the rooftop of her building. And as I was mingling with guests and asking the customary, where do you live? I was really astonished to hear where people came from. I of course got that people, I live in New Jersey, New York, Upper East Side, Upper West Side. But what I heard, oh, I flew in from Germany for this party. I flew in from Spain for this party. I came in for Chicago for the day. And that is so compelling. It tells you what kind of person Sonal is. People from all over the world came to celebrate Sonal for this special moment. And that tells you the impact she's had on people's lives. I will end this with a personal on what Sonal means to me. For me personally, she's been a special friend. I launched a business last year in pharma sector, And Sonal has been with me every step of the way. She's reviewed my pitch decks, she served as my advisor, she's my therapist, and she's been with me every step of the way. I've been very fortunate, I've been successful, and I owe it to Sonal for her support and her guidance in the past 2 years. I owe my success to Sonal's generous spirit. She truly, truly, from the bottom of her heart, desires to help people and uplift people. So, Sonal, you're not just a friend, but you're the sister I never had. Here's to you in the next chapter in your life.
Now, if you can join us on the stage, please.
Thank you very much. Suha, beautiful words from the bottom of my heart. And thank you all for being here tonight and for the recognition from the sponsors. I'm very humbled to be here. And you know, when I get asked, why would you live on Roosevelt Island? I just change the conversation because I think we're so crowded. I don't want more people on the island. But, you know, I love this island. It's, you know, an island where you can go to a church and it's not a church. It doesn't matter if you could drink at this church, but there is another church where you can actually walk in and it doesn't matter what faith you are. It accepts every faith. Where else would you find a place where it doesn't matter what religion, it doesn't matter what age you are, you can walk into any sector of the island. I want to connect the dots because my two kids are here with me. They obviously were born in a hospital, but they came to Roosevelt Island, so they have been, this is the only neighborhood they really know. And my daughter decided to start a business of her own and started to create a little trinkets when she was a bit younger and started to sell them at the farmer's market. And Susan Brown was her first customer at the table. Why? Because she walked there and said, what are you selling? What's this for? And Isabella said, well, I'm also donating 10% of the proceeds to the American Heart Association, which is, I have members here, I'm part of their board, I have the president here as well. Thank you, Meg, for being here. But the dots are being connected it's never, I always say it is never just coincidence, it is meant to be. And to have Susan Brown getting this award and Isabella telling me, oh my gosh, she was my first customer. It's just beautiful. So look at the age groups, look how we're connected, and there's so much more to do on this island. I am actually studying a fellowship that I'm hoping to complete next year in integrative healthcare and Ayurveda, and I want to bring that to the community here because there's so much to do in terms of, thank you, eating healthy and activating your inner intelligence to live the life that we deserve. And we are actually on the island where we can do it. We just need everything else, and we have the power to do it together. So thank you, everyone.
Wow, I am so proud to be a Roosevelt Islander. We have incredible people on this island. And I want to remind you that the silent auction ends in 30 minutes, and it's all sorts of island good stuff. So make sure you take that QR code with your camera, get a picture of it. It's super easy to do it. I can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it, because I am not good at technology. So take a picture with the QR code and bid on all that great stuff. So thank you everyone for joining us tonight in celebrating these remarkable honorees. Their contributions make Roosevelt Island the most wonderful community it is today. Please feel free to stay and mingle as we close out the evening. Thank you all so much for coming, and have a great night.